I now have the privilege of introducing not only a very well-known and much-loved artist, but a good friend, Qais Al Sindy. Qais was born in Baghdad, Iraq in 1967. He has a BSc degree in engineering and a BFA and an MFA from the Academy of Fine Arts there in Baghdad at Baghdad University. He then moved to in Amman, Jordan, where he lived for 4 years. After leaving Iraq, Qais taught art and architectural engineering at the University of Applied Science there in Jordan. And beginning with his first major exhibition, which was quite a while back now, titled Letters Don't Burn, which was about the burning of the historic Iraqi library, he has exhibited around the world and largely focused on themes related to humanity, culture, and civilization. As I mentioned, he's from the Chaldean Assyrian Christian heritage. He now lives in beautiful San Diego. He's one of the 3 participating artists in this exhibition, and he was with us for the opening in Edinburgh and in Omaha and in Jacksonville, I believe, as well. And tomorrow he will be sharing at length in a talk titled The Power of Art to Bridge Differences, and it will be his personal life story in that regard. And I'd encourage all of you to attend. It's at 9:30 at the Lander Arts Center. It's not something that you'll want to miss, and it's actually a visual presentation that he'll be giving as well. Would you please welcome with me, in a Wyoming welcome, Qais Al Sindy.
Good evening, everybody. It's a big dilemma to speak after Paul because when he speaks, he says the best things, and I keep saying to myself what I have to say after him. He's one of the best speakers, and I enjoy listening to him time after time. Thank you for this venue. Thanks for all the organizers. I'm privileged and delighted and grateful to be here tonight. In 2008, I reached the US, and I had an exhibition in Laguna Beach, a city in close to Los Angeles. I remember that day very well when I landed in LAX, the airport in Los Angeles. I had something in my mind that America is skyscrapers or towers. And as soon as I landed in LAX and went to Laguna Beach, I saw that there is no towers, no skyscrapers. It was like a stereotype in my mind. Even I was 43 at that time, and I read a lot, I travel a lot, but I have this frozen stereotype about America. It's skyscrapers. And then I saw that it's not there is no skyscrapers, only maybe in Manhattan or the downtown of the big cities. That first week of my arrival to the States, I was invited to a Halloween party. And at that time, I didn't know what this Halloween party is. My friend told me it will be a party that you have to disguise, wear a costume or a mask or something like that. My daughters and my kids were eager to go to this party, but I was not that much eager to attend or to wear these costumes, Superman, Batman, or maybe Mickey Mouse. I said, no, this is not me. I don't want to do so. But then my wife insisted, let's go to socialize with people, know new people. I remembered I had a costume I got from Dubai, UAE. It's a dishdasha. It's a long dress, white dress with cover head, with the headbands, genuine Arabic outfit. With my beard, I look like a tribal sheikh. I went there, and as soon as I stepped in that place, many beautiful ladies approached me, and wanted to embrace me. Wow, you look so nice. You look so, I said, okay, I know myself. Maybe I'm good looking or I'm handsome. I don't know, And they wanted to take pictures with me. I was very, very happy. And As soon as they took these pictures, they said, "You are amazing in this terrorist costume." I was, terrorist? Why you think so? I thought, no, this is very nice terrorist costume. We like you in this outfit. This garment you are wearing is very nice. You are the number one here. I was very sad. Those people had like a stereotype in their mind that this Arabian outfit, Arabian garment, it gives them an indication of a terrorism. And I explained to them that terrorism has nothing to do with Arab. It's not necessary like to be an Arab to be a terrorist, or like to be a terrorist that you have to be an Arab. The terrorist has no religion. From that time, I started to think deeply about these differences, because these differences between different culture, heritage, countries, nations, comes from different beliefs, from different stereotypes. I started to think deeply about these differences. Especially, I left my country in 2004. I traveled to live in Jordan because of the sectarian violence that erupted in Iraq. This sectarian violence is based on these differences because different denominations in Iraq. You have the Muslim, there are Shia and Sunnah, and we, the Christian, caught in the middle because we were minorities. And since I was artist in the College of Fine Art, many of my murals were destroyed and demolished because these extremist Muslims, they believed, not all the Muslims, of course, just the extremist Muslims, the fundamentalist Muslims, they believe that the painting, the art, is something against the will of God. They demolished a lot of my art there in the college. And I considered this as a serious threat to my life. That's why I decided to leave. These differences, the consequences of this difference, different belief, different culture, different faith, lead to conflict and lead to that we throw bricks, stones against each other. And it depends on us. Are we going to collect these stones or bricks to build a wall or to build bridges between us? Or to collect these stones and throw them back? It depends on us. I believe that we have to collect these bricks and to build a bridge. The bridge where we can meet in the middle, not necessarily at my side or your side, maybe you can meet on the middle. We can understand each other. We accept each other. This project, Abraham, this great man, Paul Chandler, who created this project of Abraham, this is a good synopsis, a good philosophy of understanding each other, since Abraham is the forefather of the monotheistic faith in our region. When he asked me to paint Abraham with 5 stories, each artist has to paint 5 paintings, I wanted to bring originality, authenticity, something origin of Abraham. Abraham is from the city of Ur. Ur is the city is where the Pope Francis visited in March, if you remember this event. And it's now called Nasiriyah. Nasiriyah is around 200 kilometers south of Iraq, next to the Euphrates River. I have few friends there. I called one of my friends, and I told him, go to the desert. Go find an old shepherd and ask the shepherd to give you his cloak. Don't offer him a price for his cloak, his coat. Just tell him, I want your cloak. And he was fortunate enough to find someone who generously he gave away his cloak. I told him, don't wash it, keep it as is, with the odor of the cattle, with the dust, even with the sweat, and send it to me. This cloak has to travel from Nasiriyah governorate, south of Iraq, to Baghdad, capital of Iraq, and then to Amman, Jordan, then to New York, then it came to California, to me. It's a very long trip. When I receive it, I smell it. It was like a feeling that I'm smelling the soul and spirit of Abraham himself. I cut it to small pieces, and I paste it on the canvas, paste it on the clothes of Abraham himself. I wanted to bring something from the origin of Abraham. As you see here in this museum, as soon as I entered here, I saw these wagons. I loved them because they give the sense of heritage. At some point, people use these wagons in their regular basis, daily basis. Now they are like antiquities, like old things. That's why I feel that when I got that cloak, since Abraham was a shepherd, the cloak of that old shepherd that I got his cloak from is give me an indication symbolically that it's the cloak of Abraham himself. I pasted on the canvas, and I wanted to say that Abraham is here. Abraham is vanishing the differences between our culture. Abraham saying to us that all these different faiths is like a rivers pouring in one lake. When these rivers pouring in one lagoon, in one sea, in one lake, you don't know the water is coming from which channel. They mix together. In such approach, we will understand to stop fighting each other, and instead we will be loving each other. And I believe art is a very good weapon to make the peace and hope and love is the main character and fundamental character in this universe. Thank you.